And welcome to the Wealthy LaLa Show with myself, Laurie Laursen. Today is episode 272. Oh, how do you do? Oh, God, that feels so incredibly nerdy, and I had to say it anyways. Must be this awesome sense of humor I'm taking into the year 2020. You're welcome. Okay, so I'm excited about today's show. It's so funny. I am such a freaking squirrel. Are you guys like that too? I honestly have gone to start this podcast like 3 times and got myself distracted, posted some pictures on Instagram and Facebook. Then oh God, so you know how that goes. So I'm finally here today. I am going to do mini reading day. All right. So here we are. The cards I pulled today are called Find Your Happy, the Daily Mantra deck by Shannon Kaiser. I have done these ones before, and they're the ones that wanted to play with us today. So you guys just kind of like, do you guys have a question in mind? Do you want to know something about the year 2020, what it holds for you? That's what I'm going to ask for me, or at least what to watch for to start with anyways. And, or do you have a situation, person, place, thing, relationship, whatever? And then we're going to dive into what it says. So I got one card here. Okay, now I put a second card down. And then where's the third card want to come from? Here we go. Okay. Are you guys ready? Oh, and I even got a new book, you guys. Maybe I'll do it on for Friday's show. Dear Universe, 200 Mini Meditations for Instant Manifestations. It's by Sarah Prout. So that's going to be for the next show, which will be 273. All right, but for now, for today, we are here with the Find Your Happy deck. Okay, I'm just take a big breath in. Float it out. Okay, we'll throw a yawn in there. Okay. So I got 3 cards in front of me. Let's start with the left one. I nourish my nudges. Oh, my gosh. Yes. I sure do. I got to tell you, people, like I know I've been talking about this on the last couple shows, but man, when you acknowledge that you have nourished a nudge, that you've acknowledged that you've got a nudge, that you followed the nudge, and maybe you didn't even follow it yet, but you just noticed that you got it, like start there. Trust me, this just grows. It's crazy awesome, this stuff. Okay, so I nourish my nudges. It says, inspiration comes to you all the time. Is there something is there some notion tapping at the back door of your mind, just awaiting for you to notice it? When you get a new idea or desire strikes your heart, it is key to nourish that nudge. Your dreams can only manifest when you take action, even if it's slow forward movement to start with. A nudge can take you from a small step to a big leap. Pay attention to the outcomes you want to receive and focus on the action steps to help you get there. So there's a little just sort of affirmation kind of thing here. I pay attention to my heart's desires. When inspiration strikes my heart, I take action immediately. There is no need to hesitate. The path will be revealed as I take action and I step forward. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Like oh yeah, sorry. Okay. So, and then it has a question. What nudge have I been receiving that I can nourish, or take motion or steps towards? And it really, really, really does unfold as you start to take a step with it. And, one of I just can't say this enough, that because we've been bought, sold, made, lived being uncomfortable with being uncomfortable, then we make everything wrong. Because anything that's uncomfortable, good, bad, or ugly, we make it wrong. Whereas it's just information. And actually, the uncomfortable is the unknown. And I know I've talked about that on the last couple of shows. And honestly, I'm beginning to get comfortable with the uncomfortable to the point where I'm noticing that with things that came up, recently, and even like I shared on the last show, with all that was created, we were ready to go out the door to Fort Saskatchewan, and then we end up going to Smoky Lake, and all the things that came together in 2.5 hours. Um, just that's being willing to trust the unknown. Trust the nudges, nourish the nudges. I didn't know when I got in the car that I was going to be phoning and contacting the fellow with regards to the toys. I didn't know that I was going to end up at my daughter's and, and see our granddaughter and son-in-law, like how everything all worked out even better than we could have imagined or planned. Like just really. Okay. Second card. 18. Oh, this is a good card. I don't think I've seen this one. I do not cheat on my future with my past. Wow. You know, this might be something that could be really hard to see when you look at it in terms on that. But if you actually look at your future, the things that you want as a new boyfriend, and if you're with your new boyfriend and you keep thinking about your old boyfriend and the things the old boyfriend did or didn't do, how much would that infringe on the beautiful energy that you have with the new future or the new boyfriend? Like, do you get it? Wow. That is a great analogy. Well, it works for me. Okay, this is what the book says. Your past decisions may have made you the person you are today, but hanging on to the negative emotions or guilt from your choices is damaging to your future. Great power comes from making peace with your past decisions and in learning to leave the feelings of those decisions in the past, you will truly grow. This card is here to remind you that you've been hanging out emotionally in your past. Perhaps your thoughts have been consumed with how a situation played out, and you feel as though you have made a mistake. Maybe you can't forgive someone from your past, and you spend your energy trying to get resolution from the situation. The longer you stay in the past, the harder it is to move into your future. Forgive your past and you will welcome new opportunities into your life. And that's exactly what I said about the old boyfriend and new boyfriend. Like that's just a different way of putting it. And sometimes I don't know about you, but I get uncomfortable with the word forgive because sometimes we feel really wronged by people. And what I love about what I've learned through Dr. Joe Dispenza and his work and the meditations and choosing the meditations and letting go of limiting beliefs and choosing to look at things differently and in a different open mind way into possibilities, taking what I don't want or into what I do want, asking for what I want, putting that into the field of possibilities. What I found is the forgiveness that we try and make ourselves do, which seems really hard, just becomes a natural byproduct of us choosing forward. So, like, if you can't forgive an old boyfriend, like my example, using the example of the old boyfriend, new boyfriend, if you can't forgive the old one, um, as you just allow yourself to continue to be open minded in the field of possibilities and choosing to move forward with the new boyfriend or your new future, it will eventually come where whatever's in the way for you to feel that forgiveness, to no longer have charge, to no longer feel upset about it, for like your past, it will just naturally become gifted to you. And it's just beautiful. You don't even actually have to necessarily do anything. Like you do, but it's not directly related to what. It just becomes a natural byproduct of what you end up, um, what you're asking for. So, okay. Now, so the third card, I listen to my feelings. Okay, number 47. Let's see here. I love when these books have them in really simple for people like me. Okay, too often we are afraid to feel our feelings out of fear of looking weak or vulnerable. However, your feelings are instincts and they will always tell you the truth. It may be difficult to face the current reality, but know your feelings are being honest with you. Your feelings are an emotional guidance system that can help you know right from wrong. Your current situation is resolved when you listen to your gut. Don't second guess yourself or your emotions. If you feel conflicted, go to your heart and ask what you should do. You will receive loving guidance to help you move forward. I don't think I read the other part with the other ones. Okay, I'll go back to that. So, the second part here, it says, my feelings are my saviors. They guide me to safety and help me make the right choice. My feelings don't lie, they are always accurate. I trust myself, and my feelings are guiding me home. I respect my inner voice as it connects me to the universe. I listen to my feelings and trust their guidance. And so, what are my feelings trying to tell me? And the one thing that I want to add about this is not making the feelings significant and mean that they have to mean something. What's the information in them? So, like, yes, when I was telling you guys on, the other show, on show 271, when I was telling you that about going to the Medi Center, the walk-in clinic, it had a heavy feeling to it. So it wasn't a heavy feeling, oh my God, I need to make it significant. Like, it was, what is that feeling? That feeling is telling me something. And there was something telling me that there was another way that was easier. That heavy feeling was actually information in saying that there's a different possibility. And so, without even really consciously knowing that I did it, I stayed in question about what that was. So, I didn't like make it something big. I didn't then give it a lot of energy, but I honored it that it was there. So, it's honoring your feelings. What are they? They sad, disappointed, great, guilt, happy, whatever. And looking at them and not ending there, like not making them be the end point that is unchangeable. That's something you really want to watch, is you want to let yourself be open always to more. Okay. Now, one thing I didn't do with the second card, I do not cheat on my future with my past. So I didn't read the second thing. And I wonder if it wanted to be done last. Okay. So I am present in my future. I forgive my past so I can walk into my future. My future is waiting for me with wide open arms and enthusiasm. I welcome the new phase of my life and release my energetic hold on the past. So the thing is, how have I been cheating on my future by thinking thoughts of my past? And you know where it says here, I forgive my past so I can walk into my future? My future is waiting for me with wide open arms and enthusiasm. What I know now is if you keep going back to your past to try and forgive, that energy sits there. You're still in the energy of the wrongness of the situation, of the unhappiness, of the guilt, of the shame, like for you or for someone else. And when you sit there, you can't change it. And you end up staying in that kind of energy and you attract thoughts, more feelings, emotions, situations that resonate with that. Okay. So the idea is to actually walk into your future. And as you walk into your future, if there's something from your past that you need to clean up, it will show up. Then you clean it up at that point. So sometimes when you start to go towards the very thing that you want, it almost seems like there can be a little bit of a shitstorm. It can be little, it can be big, but something usually will show up. Just because most of us have stuff that's in our way. Like, we didn't know that did you know from the age of 0 to 7, especially 0 to 2, but 0 to 7, you are like an open book to everything that is happening around you, family, friends, teachers, caregivers, babysitters, aunts, uncles, like, the news, the TV, that you are actually like an open book to just take all that in without question. So if you don't know or have the ability to question something, you just take it in unfiltered and then you actually end up functioning from it. So that's why judgment is just really something that is so harsh that we do to ourselves when we find out that we've chosen a behavior that maybe doesn't work for us, or chosen a behavior that hurts other people, is that there's a place where we entrain to that without even knowing we entrain to it. Now, that also doesn't take away the responsibility and the accountability that we have to cleaning up our own stuff. Okay? That is key. It may not have been done to you, and maybe in some cases it was, but it's still your responsibility to clean it up. Okay? And I adore you guys, and I am not asking you to do anything that I have not been willing to do. I can guarantee you that. And it is incredibly, incredibly worth it. The beauty that's on the other side of it is just, it's incredible. It's beyond words. It's priceless. Okay? So let's kind of sum up the cards. The first one, I nourish my nudges. So just, list in those whispers. Number 2, I do not cheat on my future with my past. And then number 3, I listen to my feelings. So just really honor yourself. So I want to honor you for listening. Thanks so much for tuning in. Did you guys see I broke 4,000 listens? And that actually doesn't even include other platforms that Podbean doesn't know or acknowledge or put into their statistics. So how cool is that? I just want to thank you. That just for some reason, 4,000 just seems like a really fun number to celebrate. So thank you. And you guys have an amazing, amazing